Done.
By the way,
Boban!
these two guys turned that game around last night.
Right?
I was watching this on the plane. Boban came in, did buckets.
Boban get 18 and 6 off the bench. Road win over the Nuggets. Look at Toby, his partner in crime. He's so happy for him. Woo! The Bobby and Toby reality show. We are basically, by the way, going to shoot around LA with these guys because we are so into them.
If this was the 90s, Boban would have his own movie because, you know, in this day and age, it's hard for him to get that kind of playing time. But he would be like the modern-day George Mirasan. He would have
Boban the Giant,
too.
Right? I'm sorry. He has got to do a Princess Bride remake. That's all I'm saying. Miss ankles. Kemba Walker breaking the ankles.
But
Woo! Cristiano Felicio. But then airballs.
Got an airball. This is disgusting right here.
Do we need to watch tape of the 2011 Big East game winner so we can just get the bet back?
at least he didn't shimmy and turn around thinking he made it.
Right.
Well, yes, we've seen that
I'm still
before.
impressed.
I do like the old tape, right?
Bro,
Come
that was
on,
a
this
big
is
shot right
good.
Going.
Boom.
Come back
Stuff.
here, man.
Iconic.
Aw. Make decisions. Barack Obama speaking at the MIT Sloan. Oh, come on. The Sloan Analytics
really?
Conference.
As if she wasn't there, he was there.
Such a show off.
The voice did not tell me we were going to do that. In fact, I told producer Steve this was the make or miss we could clip out of the show. He did say we could sign, he would sign with the Spurs if he wanted to as a free agent. Does that make sense to you?
Spurs are experts in older players. They could find ways to... He's got a heavy left hand, the president.
Why not?
They'd have
Pop
to...
Wow.
is still playing.
And him and Popper.
Oh, he went right there on that play.
Great. They could talk politics. They could drink wine. It would be good. Miss Flaherty. The Wizards beating the Bucks in Milwaukee last night. They are 10-3 since John Wall went down, Brian.
And look,
Another 30 assists last night, too.
John Wall might have to change them lenses over there, boy, because the view that he's watching, this is not good, man. 10-3 since his absence.
Everybody.
Well, I know he's over there like, man, hey.
You're not wanting anything significant without John Wall.
Boy.
Right?
But he needs to pay attention to how they're playing.
I
so
agree.
when he comes back, that
it's
they can
actually
keep
it's
it
actually
going.
good for him. It's actually good for the team. It's actually good for John. But they are not going anywhere without John Wall.
Don't lose when you come back.
I'm still buying stock. Wizards stock is going up by the day.
Make education. Instead of going to the White House, the Warriors took a group of Washington, D.C. students to the National Museum of African American History and Culture. I am stumbling over these words because I'm looking at the pictures. They are so cool.
Awesome.
Inspire
Like,
the
this is a
kids.
big
Educate
deal,
the kids,
right?
man.
How about Kevin Durant donating $10
$1
million?
million.
Hey, that's big time.
Wow.
Hey,
By the way, and
hey,
this isn't $10 million in the dark. This is to a specific program that takes kids from the age of 10 years old.
That's
It
big
basically
time.
counts
Also,
them,
Kevin
That's
feeds
big
them
time,
$10 million
all the
less.
way through college.
He's also
You
taking
get 300
$10 less
million,
than the
then you
Max.
get 200 mil from, Golden State. Hey,
You
man.
know what? He's
What's
taken
$10 million?
He's taken $10 million less than the max. So
No,
actually it
listen,
is.
that's Kevin Durant, though.
Right?
That's big time. Stand up.
He donated
Stand
7
up.
figures
Stand up.
to Moore, Oklahoma, too, after the tornadoes.
He's the
And
best.
these are the kids that they were with yesterday. First of all, that museum is incredible. If you guys ever go to Washington, D.C.,
More teams should do that.
please
Yes.
stop by. And yes,
As long
teams
as,
should do that as a visit. The kids that
somebody's
they
in the
took
White
with
House.
them were from Kevin's
Go to the
hometown.
museum.
It was a cool tie-in also. It was
The next champion,
really cool.
repeat the same thing.
Sometimes really good things come out of really kind of cranky things.
Yeah.
Here is the latest installment of Tank Wars. According to our friend Sam Amick of USA Today, Adam Silver sent out a memo to all 30 teams warning against the strategy of tanking. Silver promised such conduct would be met with, quote, the swiftest and harshest response possible from the league office. Here's more of the memo. Quote, the integrity of competition on the playing court is the cornerstone of our league. We must do everything in our power to protect the actual and perceived integrity of the game. Tracy, what is your reaction?
I hurt my eyes the other night by watching Brooklyn and Chicago. You just don't know.
Brooklyn's not even trying to lose, by the way, because it's not their pick.
I've told you guys this is
You really don't know how awful that was. This right here was just like YMCA basketball. I can actually go out there right now and be the best player on this damn court. This
don't-
is
I don't
so
disagree- I don't
bad.
disagree with you on
We
that.
have to protect the integrity of our
You know, I
game.
saw you on
because
the floor recently, Trace.
Who
I'm
wants
not so
to
sure
watch
about
that?
First of all, Adam Silver's 100% right.
Hey, Brian, you better watch that. You know what I'm saying?
He still could be the best person.
It wasn't my
In great
show then. It
shape.
was a celebrity game. It wasn't my show.
Done, done, done.
Actually,
Go.
you probably should have played him more. Might have had a more
I
time.
Don't come back with
tried.
that. I don't wanna hear that.
Different subject. Mike Miller, you have the floor.
He's right. He's 100%.
Forgive me.
He's 100%
He gave me
right.
hot away.
He did. He got you mad. That's good. I like when you.
I do.
He's 100% right. You need to protect it because the fans are coming to see the best basketball. But I've been telling you from the beginning, they're not those teams aren't tanking.
They're just bad.
The front offices are not. They're definitely not wanting to win games. But you got guys like Devin Booker going out and getting 43. He's still giving what he's got. They're just not very good. They're young teams, and when you have young teams, I'm telling you, when things go bad, they go extremely bad. When things go good, they go really good. There's no in between, and that's what's happening.
The league is doing something about this. They changed the lottery rules, but not until next year. So people are saying, what can the league do? The league is trying, and they can turn down heavy fines like they did for Cuban, 600 grand, which is stiff. But ultimately, how do you prove it? How do you prove it?
You can't prove tanking. No, it's impossible.
Well, you can when your owner comes out and says, I took the guys to dinner and told them our best strategy was tanking.
That's not proving tanking.
That is a tip-off.
That's pleading guilty.
But it is tough because, look, you said on the show after Merck even said that, well, it is the best thing for them to do. So it is a tough road because, look, the league on the one hand is telling teams, hey, we're making it a little harder for you to get free agents because we want free agents to stay with their teams. So therefore, the draft is your path. So you got to get a high draft pick. But don't tank because, yeah, the regular season's important.
Bad for the fans. It's bad for the game because if I pay my hard-earned money to come see you guys play, and you lose and you play to lose, that's not cool.
Look, this is what you will see coaches and general managers do, which is put players out on the floor who are not good lineups playing together.
That's what they're doing.
And that way, the guys can try as hard as they want, but they are set up to not succeed.
It's called reverse analytics.
Where the tanking, where you're telling yourself for tanking is when guys like Devin Booker don't play the last 7-8 games. That's when you'll find out.
Well, we'll see. All right, here's what The Jump recommends today. I could not recommend this more. Doris Burke's interview with Andrea Kramer for HBO's Real Sports. Both of these women are awesome. DB sharing her reaction to being named a full-time NBA play-by-play analyst before this season. This is just awesome to hear. Take a listen.
You pour your heart and soul into something. And you're taking steps and you get what somewhere, I don't know that I consciously allowed myself to dream of that, but it happened.
This is the original light beer.